Good morning and welcome back to the Livingston Parish News Morning Show. My name is McHugh David, publisher and editor of the news. Appreciate you guys joining us this morning. If you're watching us on Facebook live, thank you for that. Please remember that Facebook does keep these shows online pervasively, so you can go back and watch them anytime during the day if you can't catch them early. We also upload these shows to www.livingstonparishnews.com/podcast, so you can check them out there. We have audio and video versions for you to watch. It's up to you. Looking at our traffic this morning, I-12 is flowing in the Livingston Parish area. However, if you're heading into Baton Rouge, you're going to find some delays at Airline that back up to Sherwood on I-12 westbound, so please keep that in mind. However, on-ramps looking pretty clear in Livingston Parish. There are some delays in and around the schools. People still getting used to that commute, but not too bad. And you're looking at some heavy delays on 64 heading into Central. It's currently 80 degrees, 93 degrees your high today, 76 your overnight low. Again, another 60% chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Some pretty bad ones rolled through the Baton Rouge and South Livingston area yesterday. Going to be looking about the same today, so please keep that in mind. Getting into your mitigation efforts real quick, please remember to wash your hand. Or I've been asked to kind of clarify. These are mitigation efforts for COVID-19. So wash your hands for 20 seconds or more with soap and water. Wear a mask in public if, well, it's a mandate now. So wear a mask in public. 6 feet or more of distance between yourself and others. Control your cough and sneezing with an elbow or a tissue. Don't touch your face. My favorite one, 25 or less to a gathering, preferably less. And stay home if you're sick, and utilize telehealth to get in touch with your doctor. And also try to stay home to work if at all possible. The sheriff's office is looking for 3 thieves and a dog. That's not the name of a movie. I don't know what is. They stole $3,000 or roughly 50 goods from a Juban Road beauty store. Their pictures are on our website, www.livingstonparishnews.com/breaking_news. You can go check the story out there. They're looking for anybody that can help ID these 3 folks. It's 2 women and a man, and there is a dog involved in this story. So again, $3,000 were stolen, worth of goods were stolen from a Juban Road beauty store. Jumping into your COVID-19 statistics early in the show today, 135,439 cases, 4,279 deaths, 1,615,980 tests have been performed statewide. 103,512 have recovered. That's a great number. 1,281 hospitalizations, also a great number. Those are dropping on 196 ventilators. And while that still sounds high, that number is also dropping as well. So good looking statistics over the past couple of days. In Livingston Parish, 3,027 total cases, 54 deaths, unfortunately, 28,676 tests. We learned yesterday from the governor's press conference that residents will be eligible for that $300 enhancement that was passed by the federal government vis-a-vis the president. President Donald Trump signed it into law as an executive order. Even though the state cannot make that 25% match required by FEMA, there have been discussions between the state of Louisiana and the federal government, and the president or the White House task force has said it will go through FEMA. You will still get the $300 enhancement as part of a $44 billion pot of money for disaster recovery. It will be retroactive to August 1st, but we're still not entirely sure when that money is going to be available. I'm sure the governor and the state will announce that. Plus, there are changes that have to be made to the system, to the unemployment system, before those disbursements can begin. So please keep a lookout for that. It will be retroactive to August 1st, but we're still not sure when Louisiana will have the money and when those disbursements will begin. Speaking of the White House, yesterday they made a call out to Congress to add $105 billion to whatever stimulus package they propose to try to help schools further provide safety measures and get ready or make more safe in-person learning. Of course, here in Livingston Parish, we are in phase 2, which means certain groups go 2 days a week plus Friday 1 week, and then they just go for 2 days a week the next week, and the other group goes on Friday. Not everybody is on campus, and nobody is there for 5 days a week except Group D, which are students who are children of employees, especially teachers. However, if we move into phase 3, which we'll find out not next week, but probably the week after, we will be looking at potentially, excuse me, Moving to phase 3 of instruction. Phase 3 of instruction is, of course, having a little nose itch this morning. Phase 3 is full instruction, everybody on campus 5 days a week. So we're going to see how that works out, 75% bus capacity, that kind of thing. But of course, school is rolling. Today is the first or the last day of the first full week of school. There it is. So congratulations. So far, the school has made it through. Had a little bit of a hiccup. We got some clarification on those numbers. There were people, so it wasn't all at the, special education department. It was kind of spread out. A lot of that number of that 150 total included some faculty that came into the school year having tested positive for coronavirus. So they were never on campus. They were never around other staff. They just tested positive, so they were waiting for them to clear to come back to work. Some of those were special ed students, especially at that individual location in Walker that we discussed a few days ago on the show. And some of them were actually children tested positive that just never came to school. So as of right now, not necessarily any kind of outbreaks. While the state was tracking what was going on in Livingston Parish, the school system did provide clarification that there wasn't any one place. A lot of those numbers were spread out, but there were 150 total out of about between 26 and 27,000 students and about 3,500 staff. New unemployment claims are down, finally below 1 million for the first time since March. So that's a good drop. In the Baton Rouge metro area, we're down to 55,000, which is also a help. So that's a drop from about 58,000 just 2 weeks ago. So hopefully that number will drop even further in the coming days. Still 7,500 unemployed in Livingston Parish. Speaking of unemployment and employment, Stein Lumber, and of course they have a location in Walker, big community member, is giving a pat on the back payment to their employees. Now they did this back in April and ran it through May when phase 1 began, that enhanced their employee payment for technically being frontline workers. This time, full-time workers are going to get $250 extra on their next paycheck. Part-time workers are going to get $125, on their next paycheck. So Stein looking out for their employees, trying to make sure that they love to come to work, love to work there. And you can find them in Walker on 447. For now, the Firehouse BBQ saga has come to a halt until Tuesday when their court date, when they will appear before Judge Brian Abels in the 21st Judicial District out there in Livingston. Judge Abels did file a temporary restraining order on behalf of Firehouse BBQ against the state. So now we're at an impasse and we'll have to wait until that court date. So the state cannot act against Firehouse BBQ until that court date. So we're going to see what happens come next Tuesday. But for right now, the barbecue shop will remain open, and both sides, I'm sure, will be preparing their case to present again to Judge Brian Abels this coming Tuesday, the 18th. And that'll be at the courthouse. Getting back into your traffic real quick. On-ramps are looking okay because I-12 is flowing in Livingston Parish. However, you're going to run into some delays at Airline that's backed up to Sherwood if you're heading on I-12 westbound into Baton Rouge. Please keep that in mind. School delays, still a little bit. However, now that it's about 8:20, we're probably moving past that. Heavy delays on 64 heading into Central. It's currently 80 degrees. 93 degrees is your high today. 76 your overnight low. 60% chance of rain today. Just like yesterday, probably going to be some afternoon thunderstorms. Please remember to grab that umbrella on your way out. Want to remind folks of these mitigation efforts for COVID-19 real quick. Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds or more. Wear a mask in public. It is a mandate. 6 feet or more of distance between yourself and others in public. Control your cough or sneezing with an elbow or a tissue, preferably your own elbow. Don't touch your face, my favorite one. 25 or less to a gathering, preferably less. And stay home if you're sick, and utilize telehealth to get in touch with your doctor. And stay home to work, if at all possible. One last time, my name is McHugh David, publisher and editor of the news. Appreciate you guys joining us this morning for the Livingston Parish News Morning Show. Please remember we're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. We are once a week in print on Thursdays at $7 a month to get that in your mailbox. We're also online, www.livingstonparishnews.com. We have a podcast page, a coronavirus page, and a breaking news page, which is all free. Most of our stuff is flowing through those sections right now, so it's all free. You can also check it out. We do share those stories on Facebook and Twitter. But we always recommend, because of the Facebook algorithm, that you go jump on that website at least once a day. Usually in the evening is when you can catch the most, or first thing in the morning if you want to catch the yesterday's headlines. And we can check it out. We do also have a mailing list that you can sign up for to get a morning update email in your mailbox every morning at 7:15. We do hope you have a great day. We hope you have a great weekend. Try to stay, there is going to be some rain this weekend. It is going to be hot as well. So try to stay cool, but also try to stay dry. And we will see you Monday morning.